Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Quattro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement, and I'm joined for a very special What the F1 Belgium Belgium version of a stream with Triplet Dad 007. How's it going, Triplet Dad?
Welcome, everybody. Thank you, buddy, for having me on. I
You
love
bet.
some F1. We've had a little bit of a hiatus, right? So this is going to be a good race, and my wife is very excited.
Yep. I'm gonna retweet this on Twitter, let people know we are live so they can join. This is also being restreamed on your channel, so we will see some new people both on YouTube and on Twitter that I'm not are part of my normal audience. Also, I'll try to be as generous and wrench them as they walk in the door as possible. How does that sound?
I might be going to Austin, buddy.
Austin to watch the race.
Yeah,
Whoa,
I,
whoa,
I had a buddy call me last night and said he had a timeshare and his dates ended up being the 14th. I think it's October 14th through the 21st, which is Grand Prix time.
really?
Yeah, Circuit of the Americas, I think that is. Yeah,
And so that one's in. You said Austin or Houston? Austin.
Austin.
All right, here we go. We're live. Boom. Okay, now let me share my screen here, and you can tell there's a very fun video that F1 shared on Twitter today. So let me pop that up here. There we go. So yeah, here on Twitter, they were showing a couple of really interesting crashes on the first turn there in Spa.
And this is a interesting crashes during practice sessions or previous races.
This is during the previous races. I believe it was F1, like the official one here. They do post a lot. This is the one right here. So this shows in 1998, 2012, which has the helicopter one where the one goes flying over like a helicopter.
Nice.
2018 F1 Belgium Grand Prix. Watch this. Hopefully,
Uh, do we know if it's going to be wet, buddy?
dude, isn't that crazy? It is supposed to be wet for all 3 days
Oh
in
my
Belgium.
gosh.
So they're thinking it might be a wet practice, a wet qualifying, and a wet race. So, yeah, this is just bananas. I was watching these going, what the hell?
So
And
you're telling me it's going to be wet, and our buddy Matt had first choice
mhm,
for pole position this week, and
yes,
he did not choose Verstappen.
he did not choose Verstappen. He thought about it. You
The
know what I
king,
mean?
the king of wet racetracks.
Verstappen is the king of wet weight. He took Piastri. So he wants Piastri. You get second pick, and then I get
I'm
third.
taking Verstappen 100% on a wet racetrack.
I was
100%.
afraid you were going to say that. Okay, so that leaves me. Let's see here. Drivers right here. Driver standings. Where to go?
And what we're picking right now, you guys, is a pole position, and it's just raw data, right? Whoever got pole position. This doesn't include any negative spots from the last race, if there are any, or any penalties that happened during qualifying or anything like that, or engine changes or power unit changes, or anything like that. It's just where they ended up after qualifying.
Yep, this is or as the cool kids call them, qualies. which I used to think
Koalas.
was people were referring to koala bears when they said
Yeah, it sounds Australian, so we'll skip that.
that. Yeah, so Diehard Hexkin's in the house. Hello, Max. Hello, Mark. It's good to see you, Diehard. Bright Light says, "What a wrench!" And then Red Squirrel's peeping in here to see what's going down. I bet you Red Squirrel's got some opinions on F1 racing.
What's up, Red Squirrel?
And Smoke Spider's coming in with a nice wave.
Nice.
Very lovely, very lovely. So yeah, going back to the standings right now, Oscar, like I know they're supposed to make the cars as similar as possible in F1, but the McLaren cars are clearly handling better and faster than some of the other ones. In fact, Red Bull had a lot of problems at the beginning, and now they're kind of fixing them, but I don't even see them. Shoot, like Red Bull's not even up here right now. You got the two McLarens, and then Red. Oh, sorry, yeah, no, sorry, Red. Yeah, Max as the Red Bull leader with 165 points.
We haven't even had a stream since Horner was freaking fired.
Yeah,
Christian
yeah.
Horner.
So Horner got the boot, and you would have thought that he died because there were so many positive in memoriam posts on Twitter from F1, like just so many, like how many races and years he's given the sport, how much they love him. It truly looked like he died in an airplane accident. And then now, here's Belgium rivals have begun. You got quite an interesting. So this is a guy right here that is taking Horner's place on the front. It says he's excited to work with McKees.
Right.
Is it pronounced McKees?
I think so, yeah.
Has taken his place. Right. And then at the same time.
It's very odd, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing is they call this silly season, right? They call this silly season when there's a whole bunch of rumors and ideas about who's going to be switching to which team and things like that. You got the press conference. Oh, I haven't seen the press conference. That one might be definitely worth checking out. I bet you your wife listened to the press conference for Belgium.
She's inside doing work right now, listening to F1 podcasts.
Yes. So she's probably listening to all the stuff that we're looking at right here.
Yeah, 100%. Red Squirrel says he has no opinion on F1, but he has been to Silverstone before.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And into David Cathard's party.
He went to David Cathard's party and an invite. Don't even. That is pretty awesome, Squirrel.
Yeah. Love it. But yeah, going back here to their feed, F1's feed. Here's who's this famous driver right here?
That's Michael Schumacher.
And he was American, yes?
No,
he was English.
He is. I think he is. You're going to get me on that. I think he's German, but I am not positive.
Schumacher sounds pretty German.
Yeah, but no, I think he is British. We would have to check that.
Mm-hmm.
I just call him because I'm from America, right? And considerate and stuff. I just call him European.
Oh, I lost you there. Your sound's out.
Still out?
No, now it's on.
I just call him European.
Oh, okay, European. I like that. Sorry, I was watching our stream within my stream, and your mouth was moving, but I didn't hear anything.
Nice.
So, I'm a pro. Max is looking forward. Here's McKees right here, and Sonodu, right? Yeah. Now this is interesting that I was just looking at with the drivers. You got these. Both McLarens on the top of the pack with just an insane amount of points. Is there any chance that another team could catch them for the Constructor Series at all? Where's that go?
I think constructor-wise, I think I read something or saw something on Instagram that they can they can clinch constructor in the next couple races.
Oh, if they continue to hit the podium, they're gonna
Yeah, if they
lock
go
in.
1-2 or something like that, the next couple races, I don't think anybody can catch them.
Yeah, but in the other teams, you got Max Verstappen, which is doing great, but then his teammate Sonodu, where did Sonodu go? Sonodu right here is down at 17. So you have a third place person and a 17th place person
It's so odd.
on Red Bull, and then you look at George Russell, who's been having a good year. I'm not a fan of George Russell.
I don't like George.
I don't like George, but he's been doing really good racing. And if you look at that, he's up here in fourth place. The other Mercedes person is Kimi Antonelli, which isn't too bad. He's doing seventh, and this is his rookie year, correct?
Yeah, as a rookie, right?
Yes. So he looks like he might catch back up to the pack up here, and he's in the top 7, which is that's something right there. And then you got Leclerc and Hamilton in 5 and 6, both from Ferrari. So Ferrari's sticking together, McLaren's sticking together. Red Bull and Mercedes are kind of split for now. And then out of nowhere, you've got Alex Albon down here with 46 points and Nico Hulkenberg just simply by placing on that podium. I think he made points twice this year. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. I think he's also had a top 10 finish, right?
Yes.
He's doing awesome, right?
Yes.
That last race where he got third, uh, you would have thought that those guys just clinched the freaking championship.
Yeah, you would have thought that he won everything for the last 10
Yeah,
years
like
when they celebrated.
and just signed a freaking contract for 50 mil or something like that.
Yeah.
It was bonkers.
Yeah, but I mean, there's something really cool about a guy that's been in the sport for 18 years, which is an incredibly long time to be racing. And then he gets his first podium after 18. Like there's something about the stick to it, and there's something about the commitment, the guts to keep trying and strive as far as you can. Now, this is the thing that also is really weird to my eyes. You've got Williams in the top 10 and Haas in the top 10. Those are two teams that I'm not used to seeing in the top 10. I'm used to seeing those around 17 and 18, like the other Haas and the other Williams, right? So I would say it's a huge achievement, or a lot of credit needs to go to Esteban Ocon and Alexander Albon for being in those teams, which are not known for winning any time in the last while. Being up here,
I was right, by the way. Schumacher is German.
Schumacher's German.
Yeah, so I didn't
Did
have
Lindsay
to,
come walk in and be like, "Yeah,
didn't even have
Schumacher"?
to default to my ignorant American stance of European, right? I was right the first time.
Yeah, they should have their like faces much bigger and their teams much bigger than this. This is a strange list here, right here.
Yeah, I agree with you, buddy.
Let's see, team standings. Yeah, McLaren is at 460 points. And you're saying there's not that many more points left in the entire season.
Yeah,
Really for
if
people
they
to
got
overtake them.
like if they placed 1 and 2 over the next couple races, um, I don't think there's a window for people to catch up.
Mhm.
Not
Yeah,
enough races left in the season.
yeah. Somewhere here it shows who's won and lost pole position how many times. I think it's under drivers. I think you just pick a driver and it talks about them, gives you their stats here. Grand Prix, top 10 finishes. Oh, so he's got 12 top 10s. Oscar does. And I believe this is his 30-year racing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
That's amazing.
he's awesome, right?
That's really, really good.
Whoever had the foresight within McLaren to snap him up, uh, is pretty amazing.
Well, who was peeing their pants and crying when they snatched him up? I believe it was Toto.
Mercedes.
Who's Toto
Yeah,
with? Toto's with
yeah,
Mercedes.
yeah.
It was Mercedes had dumped like $17 million or or some crazy amount of money into like training him through F4, F3, F2, or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And then he was like, thanks for the fish. Like, so long, thanks for the fish. Like
Yeah,
the dolphins say
and
in
he still
the
has a
Checkers
Mercedes
guide.
motor, I think, right? I think McLaren uses Mercedes motor. It always amazes me that the team that produces power units, which is essential in this, right?
Hmm.
And then they send all their power units to all these different teams, and McLaren is beating Mercedes with their own motor. It's kind of funny.
That is funny. It looks like he's at 4 pole positions right here, Piastri. So obviously, Matt Ward has chosen Oscar Piastri as who he thinks is going to get pole position next, or out of all the drivers. You have chosen Max Verstappen. Let's take a look at Max's
And I'm praying for intermediates, right? That's what I'm praying for. Intermediate tires.
intermediate titles. What explain that? What's an intermediate title?
No, tires.
Oh, intermediate tires.
Yeah, the ones with treads. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
Because if
four pole
if it's
positions.
stamping up on the racetrack for
Mhm.
to require intermediates, I think pole position is. I don't think anybody can touch Max.
Now here's the deal. Yeah, he's 44 pole positions. He's got 11 top 10 finishes this season, and so that's one less than Oscar Piastri. Now the other driver that I mean, the next obvious choice that I would probably choose is Lando Norris. He's done pretty well. He's got 12 pole positions, and he's also been in the top 10 11 times. So he's not a bad bet for pole position, but in my mind, there's a dark horse out there. There's a driver that could shock everyone and end up getting pole position that normally doesn't get pole position. Who that is, I have no clue. No clue.
Dark horse outside of Norris, Max. The dark horse on this, because they've been running pretty well lately, right?
Uh huh.
Would be Lewis.
Yeah, but I mean, Matt Ward tried Lewis on the last one. That was his like shoe in at the end, which is crazy because he should have chose Lando because Lando got pole position. We're like, yeah, of course he should have picked Lando, right?
Yeah.
Um, during the week that nobody won. Let me double check to see if I wish Matt Ward was here in the green room because I did send him. He was hoping to join us even if it's just by phone. Um, but yeah, going back here, you think that Hamilton could just shock people and pop up on well, he's definitely got the experience. Like, look at this: 202 podiums, 104 pole positions, and he's also at 11 top 10 finishes, which is pretty amazing. That's one less than Obviously, not number one. But let's see, what did he win? Get first place this season so far?
No,
He hasn't placed first yet, but he's been in the top 10. How
I
many
think he got second.
podiums? What's a sprint podium?
Oh, that's those stupid races.
Oh, so ignore that. Grand Prix podiums, right? So Grand Prix, he doesn't have any Grand Prix podiums this year yet. But I mean, his career, like he's obviously, one of the greatest.
Oh,
But when he was in his tear, he was the young blood. He was the new person coming up the ranks and eating other people's lunch. Where
oh
right now,
yeah.
if you look at all these drivers, I mean, she's like,
It kind of, I guess, the order of kings of this sport, right?
yeah,
Would be starting with Schumacher would be Schumacher, and before Schumacher, Senna, right?
hmm
Schumacher, Hamilton, and then Max.
Max Verstappen would be up there.
Max is the one who took the Max Verstappen is the one who took the championship on the last race of the season, I believe it was, from Lewis Hamilton. in a bogus call. I actually think Lewis should have won that race.
Okay. Oh yeah, because yeah, I remember that call. Wow.
Yeah,
And
that was big on that Netflix show, right? They went through that quite a bit.
yes.
And I'm not even a big Lewis Hamilton fan, right? But I thought that call was bogus,
Hmm.
and I thought that Lewis Hamilton actually won that race.
We my wife and I did. We're gluttons for punishment, so we did finish watching F1 Academy. Um, there are girls that can race, and like three girls that can race, and then there's everyone else. And some of the crazy mistakes and blunders that you saw in this were just like that was pure gold. That was the entertainment was more the blunders. There is a lot of crying, like a silly amount of
Yeah,
crying.
I don't know if I can
And
handle that.
Toto's wife, I forget her name here. She's kind of like it's her like girl power. I want to see a girl back in F1 racing. Was there ever a girl in F1 racing?
I I don't think so.
I don't.
It's very physically demanding, right?
Yeah.
Um, to get through the ranks of F3, F2 to get to F1. The amount of pressure that the brake pedal needs, I think that's like 350 pounds, right? Is what they're putting onto that. And the upper body strength, because I don't think those earlier um, the earlier classes, F3, F2, one of them has very tough steering. So it is just a physical thing. It's not that girls can't drive, right? It is they can drive. It's just hard for them to ascend through the ranks to get to the cars that are easier to drive, right?
Mhm.
Because we've seen in all kinds of racing, we've seen in Indy, we see freaking ladies go 330 miles an hour in 3 seconds in top fuel drag racing all the time, right?
Mhm.
But in F1, and we've seen some success in NASCAR also, right? A little bit, but yeah, it is a male dominated sport, and I think that was due to probably a little bit of favoritism in the beginning, but now that everything's kind of equalized a bit, right?
Yeah.
Um, I think it's just a physical thing. It's really hard to drive or race anything that has muscles involved, right?
Yeah.
Um, Motocross is probably one of the most physically demanding sports in the world. People don't understand that, but you're throwing around a 200+ pound bike around for 45 minutes. And there will never be a girl in the pro class of motocross ever.
Uh, well, it looks like Leela Lombardi was the only one to score points back in 78, right? 75. So it says, well, there have been women who have participated in Formula One as drivers. None have competed in the modern era since 1950. 5 women have entered Formula One Grand Prix, with Leila Lombardi being the only one to score points. Currently, F1 Academy aims to provide opportunities for young women to progress in motorsports and potentially reach Formula One. But yeah, it looks like it was back in the 50s. There were some female drivers, and then like I said, she was the only one. She earned half a point at the 1975 Spanish Grand Prix. I don't. How do you win half a point?
Maybe back then there would be a fast lap thing, right?
Like the fastest lap kind of thing, or
Yeah, because they took away fast lap points this year for so rules have changed, right? They've been fluid all along, but
yeah,
I don't think that you could. I think position wise, 1 through 10, right, is a full point. I don't see how you get a half point.
I don't get it either. Red Squirrel agrees. Yes, all Europeans are the same. LOL. Let's F. Let's F and go. Let's F1 F and go, says Hex C. Armstrong. Ahoy, mates. It's a great day to be on Pulse Chain. We are still working on Hex T's face to make it NFT ready. And I'm telling you, we've been pulling out the stops. Smoke Spider took a shot at it, and she did a good job, but I think we want to treat his face a little bit more, put a little more filters on him, to
He's
make
been
it more.
looking kind of Papa Smurfish.
The one and only man Dingo says, "Fire up the cigars." Tin Top says, "What's up, Hexicans? What's up, Tin Top? So good to see you, man."
Nice to
Yeah,
Tin Top.
so let me see. Out of all these guys, my gut just says just grab Lando Norris, and he might get the pole position before the others, before Max or Oscar. But I think it's going to be those three are obviously your top three, just obvious choices as far as
Randy's mom is in the viewers.
Yeah.
Hello, Randy's mom.
Yes, hello, Randy's mom. How are you doing? She was one of the first people to pop up here, diehard Hexican.
Hey,
And
buddy.
she's been voting every day, just faithfully on Coin Market League for Hex and Carpe Diem and Dark Matter. So
It's amazing how much Randy's mom supports crypto stuff.
yeah, she's doing the Lord's work. Which is what she's doing. She's helping Randy do the heavy lifting. Bright Light says, Hex T Armstrong, what up? What is up? Yeah. So like I said, if I win my bet, I only receive payment in dark. Right.
Why is there a Poseidon in our background?
Oh, that's the Pulsar Poseidon. So if you own 10% of our NFTs, you're the Pulsar Poseidon. Right. So here, let me start that screen. Yeah, this is the Pulsar Poseidon right here.
Nice.
And then we have Warp Speed Well, we have Sonic Sharks, Dark Dolphins, Cosmic Crabs. I forget what the squids are called. Not Sonic Squids, but something Stellar Squids. We have Stellar Squids, Cosmic Crabs, and Shy. I think we have something else. I would have to pull up our Telegram to show them all. But if you go to our website, it'll read your address and tell you exactly what league you're in and how many NFTs you need to get to the next league. So that's why he's hanging out here with his nipples showing and his eyes glowing.
Nice.
Yes, they always do. Hexray Chick is here. Hexray Chick, let me help me here. I've got to choose a driver.
Max.
That one has been taken. Marcus.
All right. Well, Marcus is a smart man.
Well, he's a very smart man.
Because
Lando?
Yeah.
All right. So Matt War has Oscar Piastri. Marcus has Max Verstappen, that's who I won with last time.
Well, because he's the best.
And you're going to bring us back up on screen, buddy?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought I was showing that right now, but I stopped my screen share. Here, let me start my screen share again.
Oh, I don't want to be in this.
You're not on it. Okay. My camera is frozen.
Okay.
But here we are. So yeah, like I was saying, here are the drivers.
No, not George Russell. He's a little baby. Lewis Hamilton's the biggest crybaby of them all. He cries and whines about everything. Kimi Antonelli, I want to pinch his cheeks and give him a kiss and tell him he's got this.
You want to make him cookies.
Yeah, I just want to take care of him. He's like a little boy.
Kimi Antonelli.
Yeah, I like Kimi. He's good, but he's not as good as the upper ones. But he's gonna be.
He's a rookie.
Gonna be. Yeah.
He's number 7.
He's like what, 10?
Yeah, he's 10 years old. He is 10 years old, I believe.
Yeah, right. Easy.
Yeah, I just want to be like, you're awesome.
I'm looking forward to Kimi moving up.
I think Kimi and Piastri is going to be a battle in the future, especially if they have equal cars.
Ooh, see, I think Piastri is just a badass under Max. Of course, Max is my man in real life and in F1.
She loves a good Max.
I love a good Max.
What do you think of Yuki Tsunoda?
I don't really like Yuki. I want to like him, but he's just not. He's just
He
not.
was doing better in the other car.
Yeah, he's just been kind of.
Yeah,
not
he was
that
doing.
good.
What was the previous car he was in? Was it Williams?
He was in the Racing Bulls.
Oh, he was. Yeah, he did better as a
Yeah.
Racing Bull than as a Red Bull.
Yeah, I want to like him, but he just hasn't came through. Who do you else want me to talk shit about?
And hard to say about Williams, right? I think
You want Lando.
Well, Max Verstappen is the king of wet racing, according
Max
to
Verstappen is the king of everything.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Jeez Louise.
he's just a badass.
Easy. Do you need a
If
fan?
he was,
Do you
if
need
he
a
was
drink of
in
water?
timeout, if he had McLaren's car, he would win every single race.
I agree with that. I think that Max would outdrive.
He's the
Lando.
best driver, hands down, out of everybody.
But would he?
But McLaren has the best cars right now.
Do you think he would outrace Piastri
Yes.
if he had?
Yes, if he had McLaren's car.
Now, did you know something funny? Like McLaren, tell Jamie what engine McLaren uses in their car.
Mercedes.
Yeah, Mercedes engine. I knew that.
So would you think that Kimi and George would have the fastest cars, or are they just not as good drivers?
No, because the engines are the same, but their models are a little bit different.
The rest of the car.
Yeah.
And I think Williams uses Ferrari motors, right?
I'm pretty sure they use Ferrari too. And the new team that's coming in, isn't the new team that's coming in, is it Audi or?
So supposedly this is going to be awesome, right? Because right now I think we have 3 power units: Honda, Ferrari, and Mercedes in all cars.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we are going to go to a world of those 3, and we're going to add Cadillac and Audi. And I think Audi's coming in with their power unit year 1. There was always going to be a delay, I think, with Cadillac, where they were going to use another power unit for a year and then come in with theirs. But yeah, it was very cool.
Isn't Audi using another power unit too and then coming in with theirs, or did I misunderstand?
I think my wife said that the Audi was coming in with the power unit year 1, but I'm not positive.
Okay. I thought that they were going to use I want to say Mercedes, but maybe I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was going to turn our camera back on because we're actually just talking now.
Yeah, but I look like a homeless person.
You don't look homeless at all.
I've been doing yard work all day today.
If you were a homeless person, someone would come pick you up from underneath the bridge and take you home.
I just got an offer a second ago for it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't have glasses on or a cigar.
XT says tasty fuel cell up on Pulse Market app now. Yep, we finally see someone needs to take some profits, and they finally started putting some Journey 1 fuel cells.
Where'd you get these?
Here we go, you guys. Audi will use a new hybrid power unit for 2026 Formula One season, featuring a 1.6 V6 combustion engine with increased electrical power and 100% sustainable fuels. So they're using their own stuff.
They're using their own.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm excited. I'm excited for the 3 new teams.
Yeah, me too. I used to follow Audi a lot, especially when they were racing Le Mans with a diesel, right? Which I thought was freaking crazy. But they would win with a diesel car all the time. So I think they might, Audi is part of Volkswagen Motor Group, right? Yeah. So that's freaking Volkswagen, Porsche, Lamborghini, Audi, all of those cars, engineers, they're going to freaking be throwing in a lot of heat into that power unit.
Yeah, put them on with this.
No, I'm going to go. I got stuff to do. Your hats are too big for me.
They're too big for me. They're giant hats. It's to catch all those gains coming up in the altcoin market.
Well, cool. That's who you want. You're gonna pick Lando.
I'm picking Lando. I'm going with the obvious choice, which is Lando.
Since Max
Yeah.
is
Locking it in. So it's $20 a week
Bye,
until
guys.
someone wins,
Bye.
right?
Yeah.
And it's in the crypto of your choice. I finally did send the $50 to Pulse Chain Store.
Yeah, they told me.
They
sent me
reached
a
out
thing.
and they're like, "Hey, not to bug you or anything, but Triplet Dad said you were going to send us some crypto."
They sent you a note.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. Here's and I sent him. I don't think I sent them $50 of dark. I think I sent them $50 of like dye or something like that.
Now I'm supposed to send you $40.
$40 of dark, and then
Okay.
Matt War owes me $20 of dark,
Okay.
and then if someone wins this week, they get $20 from the other two people.
So the only bet we're
picks win,
doing this week is for pole position.
just for pole position.
Okay.
If we get a chance,
I like the format we have for that, buddy.
yeah. Now, if we get a chance to stream after pole position and before the race, then we can pick podiums or all sorts of other crazy stuff.
That's a good
winner,
format.
you know.
I agree.
But that's a lot trickier because a lot more stuff happens in the race than happens in qualies. Qualies is a pretty controlled environment, somewhat controlled environment, I should say.
So this is a kind of crazy. Believe in Yourself, which is Randy's mom, is into the World Rally Challenge.
Believe in Yourself is Robert Booker.
Oh, okay. The Audi was badass in that, right?
The Audi Quattro.
Yeah.
The World Rally Challenge. You know,
there was a time when the Audi and Lancia had cars that they completely outlawed because they were deadly.
How is the video production quality of rally racing versus F1? Do they have good cameras?
He says Group B ruled, right? Group B was bonkers back then.
What was Group B?
That was I think that was the class where they outlawed the cars. They had a Lancia and an Audi that had like turbos stacked on top of turbos. It was the most bonkers thing that you ever freaking saw in your life. They were really, really fast and way faster than you should ever go in the dirt, right? They would haul ass. Oh my God. The video production for so it's kind of like the Isle of Man, right?
Yeah.
Where there's always corners that they set up cameras on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a helicopter or a drone now following some of the cars. Yeah, that's them.
What is this?
Yeah, it's bonkers, buddy.
What is this?
Yeah.
These bumpers are made for impact. That bumper says I hit shit at a ridiculous speed. That is so crazy.
And put Group B Lancia.
Lancia?
Yeah.
LAN?
Yeah, LANCIA.
Yeah, Group B Lancia. So yeah, Lancia were iconic cars competing in the era. Yeah, wow. Audio Quattro versus Lancia 37. This is from Clarkson video. Yeah, absolutely insane. Yeah, here's a video right here from Slap Shoes.
He's had that putter for way too long. You know what's better than that trusty old putter? Sinking putts. Welcome to Scottsdale. 9 insert models with a super stroke grip to fit your game. You know what's better than sweet memories? Sinking putts.
Harbor Freight has been there for you for nearly 50 years. We've always been committed to bringing you the widest variety.
When auto racing first began,
the fact that I couldn't mute those commercials makes me more angry than you can imagine.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, why aren't you paying for YouTube Premium? Get ad free. And I'm like, do you know what I can do with $15 this month in crypto? Do you know what $15 in crypto will buy me this month?
And how many services do you want?
Yeah, that's right. The thing that I loved YouTube Premium about when I was in the oil fields and driving truck is you could put your phone to sleep and stick it in your pocket, which is something that you could do with YouTube originally. Then they took it away and charged you for it. So but I don't need to listen to YouTube in my pocket that much anymore.
No.
So, so anyways, like I said, maybe one day I'll go back to the good life. But this is Insanity of Group B Rally.
In the 1890s, it was extremely simple. Get a bunch of cars and drivers together and have them race from one town to another. First one there wins. In a time before purpose-built racetracks or electronic timing and scoring existed, this was the easiest way to put on a race and have an undisputed winner. However, these events were held on public roads, and thus you couldn't sell tickets and anyone could just waltz up and watch a race for free, or at least a segment of it. People wanted to watch the entire race and were willing to pay to make that happen, so around the turn of the rescue workers were also not numerous enough to do anything in case a car went off the track. It could take half an hour for them to show up on the scene, and their communications were also horrendous. Oftentimes, the only way they found out that a driver had wrecked was when another driver drove past, finished their segment, got out of the car, and reported the smoke they had seen to an official.
It's too bad he talks through this because the sound those make is insane, buddy.
Say that again?
It's too bad he talks through this because the sound that those cars make is absolutely bonkers.
Okay, I'll find one with some sound. I just wanted to see him catch up to the 80s. It looks like that was during the 80s, right? 80s, 90s?
80s and 90s, yeah.
Okay, we're almost up to there.
To mention the hundreds of thousands of spectators crowding the roads made it hard to get to the scene even if their communication was better. Wanting to see the hometown guy rip through the streets, people crowded more and more onto the course. At one point, a spectator jumped out onto the track and Santos swerved to miss him. He then overcorrected and the car slid broadside into a group of people. His co-driver, Miguel Oliveira, said that in Group B, the cars were so fast that he just had to look at his notes and feel the track turn for turn. But in this instance, he suddenly felt thuds and bumps as the car careened into the crowd. 32 people were injured and 3 people died, including a mother and her 11-year-old son. In a disgusting move, the FIA continued the race and did not tell the other drivers what had happened. When the drivers completed the segment and got told what happened, they banded together and vowed to go on strike to stop the competition. But the FIA kept things going, and Jean Balestre said he would punish any driver or manufacturer that walked out. At the Corsica rally just 2 months later in May, Henry Tovinen and his co-driver, Sergio Cresto, were putting on the race of their lives, winning stages left and right. But on the second day of competition, their Lancia went off at a point where there was no guardrail, and it flew off of a steep hill. The fuel tank immediately ruptured, and a ball of fire erupted from the crash site. Drivers completing the segment reported to officials that they'd seen black smoke in one of the turns, and by the time rescue personnel got to Henry and Sergio, there was nothing left of the wreck. Even still, rally racing remained popular all over the world. The Subaru Impreza WRX and the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo became classic cars, and their computerized traction control systems and driver assists are commonplace on road cars today of all makes and models. The features you take for granted.
I'm gonna try to find one with some of the sound on it. Here. Clarkson right here. Do you think this will have the sound? Yeah.
Just do Lancia Group B.
Lancia Group B?
Yeah.
There we go. This one right here?
Yeah. Yeah, those cars are bonkers. Imagine doing that in the city street.
What's that?
Imagine doing that in a city street.
It's bonkers.
I believe some of these cars had faster times on tarmac than F1 cars.
Mm-hmm.
They're fast.
There's a couple things you're hearing though. Like I think you're hearing the engine and the turbos.
Yeah,
you're hearing the exhaust when it goes around, right? That the last thing you hear is exhaust, but you don't hear the tires at all.
That's weird, right?
Yeah, because usually you hear the tires, skid or chirp a little bit.
It's just super sticky
when you're hitting turns like this.
Yeah, super sticky. And four-wheel drive.
Yeah, on four-wheel drive, you're going to hear more squeaks. This is crazy.
It's kind of cool. We're doing an F1 stream going down a Group B rabbit hole right now.
That's funny. That is funny. Cancel that. It'll start playing while we're talking. So yeah, Group B rule. You could buy You could buy 3 dark. You're right. You could buy 3 darks at last month for $15. U-Block Origin extension. No more ads. Well, look at that. Red Squirrel coming with the U-Block Origin extension. I'll have to download that one. U-Block Origin.
Red Squirrel's always got game for everything. He's got game theory.
He's been cooking. Have you seen his site lately? His website?
No.
Oh my gosh. Check this. He's got squirrels.pro. Great job snatching that URL, first of all. He's been cooking up Squirrels, Sentinel, Trinity, Nuts, and he just launched the beta version of Token.
Nice.
So this is a token launcher and management dashboard that he's put together. And then
Red Squirrel has never streamed with anybody, has he?
No, he will not stream. He will, however, create audiobooks in German and let us play those. But we need to find someone who's in his camp that is not afraid of speaking on stream. Because if you look at this, he's got Tetra, Hocus Pocus, Ocelot, Sloth, Swap. He's got us as his friends and partners. Fitzgerald, Harry Labs, Tangang. He's definitely building. Not just is he cooking up, protocols and different dashboards. He's building a network of some of the smartest people I've seen and busiest people I've seen in Pulse Chain.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you guys don't hear, in fact, if you go to is it Trinity or Nuts? One of these, maybe it's Squirrels. If you go to Squirrels, there's an entire story behind these squirrel NFTs. And these squirrel NFTs have leaked into dark matter. We have the squirrels and the sexy Sharons battling it out in one of our fan fiction spin-offs.
Nice.
Somewhere in here, he does have like a whole full-blown audiobook that tells the backstory of the squirrels and the acorn and Trinity.
Good site, Red Squirrel. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. Let's see here. Those snap, crackle, and pops, baby. He's talking about the F1, right? Or is he talking about the snap, crackle, pop of the mufflers?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Professional goat herder on resume. On Resume. I was a big Top Gear fan. Yes, hello, my lovelies. Tam Tam's in the house coming in on your link. Triplet Dad, good to have you here, Tam.
Nice to see you, Tam Tam.
Looking forward to Sentinel. Yeah, Sentinel. That one is a token launcher. Red Squirrel is amazing and huge asset to crypto. Not to leave you out, Marcus. Your brain for crypto is on steroids. It's very kind.
Thank you, Diehard. You're awesome.
Red Squirrel needs to write an AI that he can just feed his thoughts and ideas into, and then we can interview the AI on stream.
So KRJ's got that.
Oh yeah, he does. KRJ does have that.
Yeah, he does some badass stuff, Mr. KRJ. So I'm going to be talking to him soon.
Yeah. Well, we're right at about an hour now. I think we've covered most of what we should for trying to keep this as a F1 racing stream 90% of the time, crypto 10% of the time. I think we've done a good job balancing it out. What do you think?
I said a lot of F1, a bit of crypto, and a pinch of shit talking. I think
yes,
we
a
covered
pinch
all
of
of that.
shit talking. If you bring Hex-Ray Chicken here, you're going to get more than a pinch of shit talking. You're going to get a handful, or maybe even a bushel of shit talking. She's very opinionated.
I think the only thing we should cover. So let's just say we don't get to freaking talk before the race, right? Because weekend schedules always get really jacked up, right? Who do you? Let's just say the field is set in order we picked, right? So let's just say it is
Piastri, Verstappen, Lando.
Yeah. What do you think the race is going to end up like?
I think I think wherever Max is in the grid position, I think he's going to be climbing to I think he's going to be fighting for 1 and 2. And I think he's going to be fighting for 1 or 2 with whoever might be in front of him. Whether that's Lando or Piastri or even Russell or Leclerc if they get up there at the beginning. I think that Max is going to be giving whoever's up there a run for their money.
I think that there's two fold on the Red Bull team to show that they can make it without Horner. So I think that there's going to be some major efforts since the beginning of this break to this race that were made to create some advantages for Verstappen. Plus, this is a wet race. Unless he does something really stupid like crash into freaking somebody on purpose for not moving, I think Max has this race. I think it goes first, Max, and then I think the other 2 podium spots are McLaren. And if it's rainy, I think Lewis Hamilton gets up there someplace in the top 10. But if we were betting same 7 the past couple of weeks, we would have been destroyed. Nico Hulkenberg was on the podium, right? So same 7 has been kind of trashed the past couple races. So I don't think we have same 7 this week.
Yeah, I'm looking there. I'm trying to figure out how many laps they're going to race in Belgium. But I think I'm going to have to Google that. How many? Do you know how many laps they might race? Because it's different on every track, right? Doesn't it usually average about the same length total?
Yeah. How many laps in Belgium?
Grand Prix.
44.
Yep, 44. It's almost 200 miles, 191 miles.
Yeah, so that's how they judge that, right? Is because they can't refuel. So it's always the amount of laps that is around that many kilometers on each track.
Yeah. Now next is Hungary, August 1st through the 3rd, and it looks like Hungary has 70 laps.
That must be a shorter track.
Yeah, so Hungary has 70 laps. The Dutch Grand Prix in Zandvoort has 72 laps, so that one actually has even more. And the Italians 53. Azerbaijan is 51. It looks like there's quite a few. How many tracks are they racing on? Like 26 a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it goes from it's just kind of like thrown around. Mexican Grand Prix has 71, Brazilian has 71. So it's roughly 40 to 70.
Yeah, and they're going to do another America stint, right? So they already came here for Canada and in Miami, right? and then they'll come back here again for Vegas and Texas, Circuit of the Americas, I believe. Yeah, and then Mexico, I think, might be in that. Yeah.
When did they do that crazy hot one at night? It's in Singapore, I believe.
Yeah, that one where everybody throws up in their helmet.
Yeah, Singapore. It looks like that one is Marina Bay Street Circuit. I don't see a date on this one. This one's just talking about the laps and the track. Let me see. Let me go back to schedule. Hungary, Netherlands, upcoming, next, full schedule. So full schedule looks like Singapore is. There's Qatar at the end. Brazil's right around Thanksgiving.
That'll be awesome.
Singapore is October 3rd to the 5th. So yeah, the super hot night one is going to be beginning of October. We have that to look forward to. So right now
with giant lizards on the track. Remember that?
Yeah, those big Komodo lizards.
Yeah, unbelievable.
All right, well, hey, I want to thank everyone, especially those from Marx's stream, joining us today for What the F1 Belgium edition. We will hopefully have another one this next week, or if we're lucky, we'll connect before the race. If we're not lucky, we'll hopefully connect before Hungary, and then the Netherlands is after that, which I believe that one should be Max's home track, right? The Netherlands.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah. Red Squirrel Rocks, love your vibe. Bit Finesse is in the house. Triplet Dad, you asked if it was okay yesterday. If I was okay yesterday, all good. Was pulling a dead truck into the shop with awful reception. So awesome. That's a pain in the butt. That's a long day.
Yeah, that is.
Thanks, Max and Triplet Dad. Bye all. Yeah, we will see you guys later. I wish I had an F1 outro. All my outros are of my project, but if I had an F1 outro, I'd play it right now for you guys. But
I'll try to make an F1 outro.
Okay, that would be good. We should also do an intro, because I also have a bunch of hip hop and rap versions for mine that I have set to the beginning of my stream, which I'll be doing my stream also today as soon as I can, to just go, because we definitely need to go over some J6 fuel cells and game theory, because a lot of people didn't mint, and I think they're going to kick themselves in J6. But there's a remedy. There's a way to pick up some J6s, Great stream, guys. Thank you so much, Diehard Hex. Good to see you here. Hopefully we see, it'd be great to see if Diehard, I'm hoping to make it to Panama in January again. And we'll see if Diehard Hex can make it down as well. That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I know it's a trip. To Panama. But
I think there's discounted freaking tickets now on Copa. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and Copa has like a whole bunch of nonstop flights into Vegas every day.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I didn't even know that till we went down on United and had to change our flight. And United and Copa are basically like sister companies.
Yeah,
and yeah, they have a ton of nonstop flights from like 4 a day.
Yeah,
from Panama City to Vegas. Which, if you guys haven't flown out of Vegas, it is one of the easiest airports to fly out of.
Yeah, it is.
Denver being one of the crappiest to fly out of. Denver, LaGuardia. There's a few of those that are. If you don't know,
I'll do that. Maybe I'll freaking take a freaking cheapo hour-long Southwest flight to Vegas and then fly Copa Vegas to freaking Panama.
That might be even close. I had no idea that Panama City was so far east. I pictured it like under Mexico, like under the West Coast. And then when you get there, you're like, oh no, we're under like New York.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Same time zone as East Coast.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Maximus wants me to come. Well, that would be fun. That would be fun. I spent longer than most I wanted to at LaGuardia Airport. I believe you. I believe in you. Yeah, or at least they had sweet tea available.
Yeah, that's the same feeling I have about going to SFO. I hate flying out of San Francisco.
Yeah.
And that's the only place that Copa flies into here, not in Oakland or San Jose. You have to go to freaking San Francisco.
Yeah. All right, kids. Well, thank you very much for joining me for another F1 stream. I like these. These are a lot of fun because we can get into something that's not crypto. I mean, we talk about crypto all day, every day, and I think some of us need another subject like cigars, for instance, that gives people something else to sink their teeth into and give their brain a rest.
I was very excited when you sent me a text message, buddy. I love these streams.
Yes, I really have a good time on these. You got to come on. We got to do some more crypto streams because there's a lot of stuff to go over, both in your projects and in dark matter that people are, like you said today. You found out you're like, I didn't know that you'd won the lottery with your J1 and J3 NFTs, and so you had all this dark just sitting there ready to go back into the game.
Yeah, and I threw it all in Hocus Pocus.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, kids. Well, thank you again. We will catch you guys. I'll catch you guys on another stream today. Mark, you got 2 more streams today, right?
Yeah. Well, we've got Randy's meeting at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock your time, right? Or
yeah.
And then we have the Burn It All at 6:30 Pacific. And we're smoking our favorite cigars. So for me, my favorite's going to be what I have in my humidor favorite of there. And it's going to be a Fonseca, My Father. So that's going to be a good stream.
Awesome. Yeah. So if you're part of Randy's group, join us there on that stream. If you're not part of his group, consider joining one of his tiers of Patreon to get into those meetings. There's some good conversations with builders. And then, like I said, catch Burn 'Em All. And that's going to be on your channel and RG3's channel and third channel, correct?
Yeah, it'll be on Discourse Syndicate, my channel, as well as Crispy's channel.
Oh, yeah. Crispy Man will be on there.
Yeah.
So watch for Crispy Man as well, who brings in some really good insights.
Bring in the heat.
All right. Well, thank you again so much, guys. We love you. We're here to make crypto fun again. I hope you guys are ready for the next 6 to 24 months because our time to shine is coming in Pulse Chain and the altcoins.
Yep. I love it. Green candles coming, baby.
Yeah, and if you don't think Hex can hit $1 or $2, I don't know what to tell you. You don't understand RH's mentality and desire for legacy and meaning.
There's a reason why in each one of these last couple pumps that we've had that Hex has led the way, where Pulse X and Pulse are like 5 or 6% gainers for the day, and Hex is at 11, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was actually in an interview the other day, and the guy talking to me, he was into crypto, and I mentioned Pulse Chain and Hex and Richard Hart, and he said, "Do you really believe in that group?" And I showed him my tattoo. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of into Hex, just a little bit.
Just a tad. Look at my hat. Look at my tattoo. I'm all in.
I'm all in. All right. Well, I love you, bud. Take care. Give our love to your wife, and we will catch you. We'll try to catch you. I'll shoot you a text if I'm chilling out on Saturday.
All right.
And, we'll get together.
Sounds good, bud.
All right. Thanks, man. Bye.
Bye.